Hi Taurus, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your general read for the second half of June 2020. This is a general read for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the 15th through the 30th of June 2020. It's a general reading, Taurus, so the messages given here today won't resonate with all of you. Take which ones do and leave the rest. Thanks. If you happen to be looking into matters of love and relationship and your Venus is in the sign of Taurus, you're also in the right spot for that reading, okay? So, as always, I have two decks of cards here, Taurus, because there are going to be two rows. The top row is what's going on outside of you and around you, and the bottom row is what's going on inside of you. What are you thinking about and feeling about things, okay? All that being said, I'm going to start your reading. And I hope that you're doing well today, Taurus. We are in the middle of eclipse season. I do want to say that. And that just means we're going through some big changes. Eclipse always mean big changes, big endings, and beginnings. Endings and beginnings. Definitely a very dense energy. We had our first eclipse June 5th. The second one will be on the 21st of June. And the third one, because this time it's coming in groups of 3, the third one will be July 5th. They're in the signs of Sagittarius, Capricorn. So wherever those houses are in your chart is where you're going to feel the changes the most during this eclipse season. And if you happen to have personal planets within those houses, so the house is governed by Sagittarius and Capricorn, if you have planets there, it's going to mean a stronger eclipse season for you, okay? It'll intensify it for you. So with all that being said, let's see what comes out in your reading now, Taurus. Okay, what's going on for Taurus? What's happening for Taurus at this time? What's going on for Taurus in their life? First card out is 9 of Wands. Second card to flip over is the 8 of Pentacles. And what else? What is going on for Taurus? The Chariot. Bottom of the deck. 6 of Pentacles. Okay. And what's going on inside of Taurus? What are they thinking and feeling? Justice under the 9 of Wands. Death. Excuse me, I don't read reversals. Death underneath the 8 of Pentacles. The Chariot underneath the Chariot. Now that's strong. Look at all these major arcanas. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. Wow, Taurus. Wow. Okay. Okay, Taurus, I always start with the top row, which is what's going on outside of you and around you. And I weave in the bottom row, which is how you're thinking and feeling about it all. It's that simple. I start over here with these general energies. And, you know, in general right now with the 6 of Pentacles, I do feel like for some of you, you're needing support. You're giving or getting support at this time from people around you. If that's not it, for others of you, it's going to be that you're giving, or you could be giving a loan of money or receiving some money. Helping and supporting seems to be the highlight now for you, and working into a new beginning, and it's something that's been important to you, but yet that there are fears surrounding Okay, now this new beginning is going to be different for different ones of you. With the Eight of Swords, I think you tend to overthink it. You might have some irrational fears surrounding it, fears without any foundation, without any base to them. I do feel like it's with the Ace of Swords here, it's something that's going to require a leap of faith from you, and it's something that your heart really wants. And it's something that might be difficult for you to do. It's either something that's difficult for you to do, difficult for you to talk about, or something difficult that you're going through. Because the Nine of Wands below does indicate an uncomfortable situation that you've been working through. It's a 9 too, which says it's just about coming to the end. It's the chaos right before the perfection, so don't give up. It's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about moving into or out of something, some new beginning. You're wanting a new beginning. It's on your mind, and that's why it's a general energy. And this could, for some of you, mean you're severing all ties, severing all ways of what used to be. Now, this could be severing ties in a personal or romantic relationship. It could be with work. It could be with a family member. It could be doing things different with money or with your health. It's going to be different for different ones of you. Do remember, this is a general reading, so if you want a specific reading tailored just to you, contact me. The information is below. I do feel like some of you are putting in dedicated work to working on your shadow selves now, too. You know, I feel with the Six of Pentacles, these are lifelong lessons that have stirred, they're triggers for you. They stir fear in you. And at this time, you could be deeply triggered by some new beginning around you that's going to resonate. What is that new beginning? It's going to be something that you've wanted but haven't known how to get to. And it might scare you, okay? With the Knight of Swords, I do feel, though, action. There could be a fear of needing to take action, or there's a situation which requires action and communication and your attention at this time. You could be taking action and purging out people, places, and things, and beliefs and ideas, as well as emotions that no longer serve you. Again, that brings me back to the idea of the shadow self. I do feel like many Taurians are taking wise action to work on themselves right now. It seems to be a message that I'm getting here quite strongly. You're working on your fears. You're working on the things that hold you back, because you want to move forward. You could be overanalyzing it, though, and that's causing you some frustrations in moving forward. So that could be the caveat with regards to the shadow work, is to do only what you're inspired to do. Don't push yourself to do more than, because you'll burn out, or you might put yourself in a place where you feel overwhelmed and you might give up. So definitely support from others. You're dealing with some fears, or you're overthinking a situation and you're moving forward out of a tricky situation, deceitful. You know, this could be people around you that are lying to you, or maybe perhaps you're lying to yourself. Or it could be within a relationship with somebody else, possibly a lover. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There could be just some deceit or an unhappiness or within that relationship, which you want to clear up and move away from. Whatever it is, it triggers you. It's something you felt for a long time. You want to move away from it, some of you. Others of you are wanting to clear it up, work it out. There's been struggle within this relationship. Definitely a soulmate relationship I'm feeling, but it's not been, with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands, it's not been the easiest of relationships. You could find that you're lying to yourself, or you're being lied to. And with the Seven and Eight of Swords, definitely feeling some forward movement now and progression to working that out within that relationship. And the Chariot, definitely feel like at this time some of you are ending things. Remember, eclipses definitely bring in energies quite heavy. There could be endings and new beginnings that are hard to get to. Okay, that's why this card's so victorious. That's what you're wanting. You're wanting a new beginning. But you have some fears that are blocking you. Okay, so you might feel that in a specific relationship, you could be needing more support and you're not getting it from your loved ones. That's what I'm hearing too for some of you. And this is an ongoing issue. Okay, so going with that theme, the Nine of Wands, you're really seeking justice in the situation where you've had to stand your ground. You're really on guard right now, Taurus. You could be on guard in a specific relationship, or you're needing to speak your mind in a specific relationship or in a situation. It's a 9, so you're getting tired. It's getting old. It's taking a lot of work. I feel like whatever it is, it's draining you. This could be the process of working through your own shadow self as well. I'll bring that up again. I do feel like karmic lessons are to be learned. There's a need right now to stay in balance and to find fair answers and forward movement that will be to the benefit of everybody around you. This could indicate that there's a need for, there's been an injustice done and it's going to be corrected now. So that brings me back to the state of a relationship where there could be some lying or deceit, or you could be lying to yourself. Things that you didn't know are going to come to the surface now, or things that you couldn't express before, you're going to bring them up now. That uncomfortable situation is going to be brought to justice. It's one that's taken a lot out of you, though. Maybe it's that you've spent so much time concealing certain feelings or thoughts. Now they're going to come out and be expressed, especially with the swords showing up here. So I do feel like, and the Chariot, I do feel like you are going to move forward in matters of the heart. Some of you definitely could be walking out of or away from. I don't think you're sharing a whole lot with other people around you. There's the Lovers. So definitely feeling like for some of you it's issues in a romantic relationship. Doesn't have to be, though. That Knight of Swords does advise me some of you are leaving out of a relationship, moving away from a person or a situation that no longer serves you or that's hurt you. I do feel like this is, for many of you, somebody you've been with or in a situation that's been going on for a long time. So you've been with this person for a long time. The situation's been going on a long time. You've been feeling this way a long time. Okay, so it's along those lines. If you just met this person 3 months ago, I'm not thinking this message is fully for you. But it's just feeling like a long time. This has been going on a long time. And justice does say that you're thinking of justice, you're thinking of taking responsibility for your actions. This could mean an apology or some other sort of communication which clears the air. With the Nine of Wands, it does mean having to defend yourself. I do feel like some of you are in a conflictual relationship or situation within a relationship that's taking a lot of work with that Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like with these two cards that you're spending a lot of time working on yourself. I'm definitely feeling you're driven because you want a new start. You want to have a different reality in some aspect. And so you're burning the midnight oil working on yourself, trying to transform your own self and your own life. You know, when the Death card comes up, it's the change. It's a huge change. It's out with the old and in with the new. So some of you are thinking about that. That's what you want. You want to come out of your cocoon, a butterfly. You're ready for that transformation. And, you know, this could be within a relationship. Your goal could be to change your health patterns or your thinking patterns or relationships with family members or work or how you deal with money. It'll be different for different ones of you. But the overall theme is that you're definitely spending a lot of time working on yourself. And if you're not, the message is now is the time to start, because you're overwhelmed. And the reason you're overwhelmed is because there are things within you that you have to face and work out within yourself now, Taurus. You're being called to go into a cocoon and come out a butterfly. So go in a caterpillar and come out a butterfly. Now is the time. Eclipse season is a great time to work out any issues you're having. For some of you, it is with the finances. For others of you, it's going to be with work. In general, I do feel like it's about working on yourself, okay? And some, because you're driven by some area of darkness in your life or within yourself that you're seeking to change. And for those of you that this resonates, you already know that to change your life, you need to change yourself. There's a connection there between how you deal with your own self and how well you treat your own self, your body, your thoughts, your emotions, with how your reality works. They do correlate. So I do feel like you are dealing with outer strife, and you're also working on inner stuff at the same time. There's a lot going on at once. It's not just one thing. For some of you, it's all about movement. So this is moving into and out of. It seems to be a theme with these eclipses, where you're moving into and out of a relationship, into and out of a home, into and out of a job. Okay, you have the Chariot twice. That's ridiculously strong energy. I do feel like you're putting in solid effort now. You are not only getting effort or energy from yourself, you're getting it from other people as well, which is helping fuel your fire to continue to work on yourself, because you are on a spiritual journey here to bettering yourself in your life. You're wanting that Ace of Swords here. That's your general energy. That's your drive. And in order to get there, you have to sever all ties with things that no longer serve you. And I do feel like you are doing that now. This could be relationships you've been in forever. You're changing. If you're not making the change, they're happening to you. With the Death card, I know it's going to change your daily routine. It's going to change everything. With the Chariot, it's success. It's upgrading your life. It's movement. It's energy and direction. It's building your confidence and being determined to overcome any obstacles now. This is taking that great leap forward that I spoke of earlier. You have that in you now. It's just about staying balanced as you do it, because in the lower row, when you get Chariot, it means you could be a little bit out of balance. Stay balanced now. Stay grounded, Taurus. Know that you're on the right path. I get that with the Star card here. You've got plenty of major arcana in this reading that tells me, whomever this resonates with, you've got some massive changes going on to your day-to-day, within a relationship or just in your life in general. And I think for many of you, these are choices you're making because you want a better life. I do feel like maybe for some of you, things are happening that are out of your control, but for others of you, you're making the changes on purpose, which is beautiful. You're becoming conscious of what you need and what you want in your life, and you're moving forward to take that now for yourself. Congrats to you. Massive kudos. Taurus says fabulous. So I'm going to use the Enchanted Map Tarot here, or Oracle, to bring you in an additional message or two regarding the situation. I read these cards intuitively, which just simply means I don't use the book in reading them. So let's see whatever the messages are for you now. Okay, there we go. So, Magical Map Shifter. This is taking the power. This is being the magician. This is taking action. I do feel like you have everything you need to achieve something and you're ready to do it. This is the time. You're the magician, Taurus. You're going to take matters into your own hand and you're going to take action and communication. There's no time for procrastination here. This card is saying keep the faith and you can have whatever you want as long as you believe you can and you do what's necessary to get there. Trust the process too. This is a time of determination and willpower and concentrated effort and confidence, all of which seem to be coming out of this reading along with some other stuff like support and balance. You have the support, you're going to work on the balance, and you're definitely got the determination and effort here. I do feel like you're flying high now. Now, I'm getting with this card too, a 2 could mean needing to make a decision regarding a situation. This card is feeling more like movement, flying is movement. So I do feel like you're flying into or actually into or out of a situation. It's really feeling like out of. I feel like you're making changes to an important relationship around you now, or within a situation. You're leaving a situation at this time. You're flying high. I think you know it's for your best benefit, for your highest good. So you're going to take, it's about taking action and movement. So action and movement, no more procrastination. It's time to move ahead. Beautiful. So, again, 2s always indicate union to me as well as decisions. The next card out is slow and steady. So I do feel like this has been something that's been gaining momentum for you. You've been thinking or feeling this way for some time regarding a situation that you're thinking about changing. And slow and steady is going to win the race. I do feel like you are moving slowly and surely ahead. You're on the verge of taking action and moving through a situation that could be quite uncomfortable for you with that 9 of Wands. Then it's doubled here because we have 9 of Wands here. So you have it twice in your reading, the 9 of Wands, which means the situation's not been easy. You've really had to stand your ground with regards to someone or something going on around you. So stick with it. This could mean needing to have an uncomfortable conversation, indicated with the swords up here. Here it is, with the Knight of Swords. Collaborating with others here is the 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. And it could be around some deceit, some unhappiness, some discord within a relationship around you. I do feel like you're going to address that now and make some changes. Beautiful. I love it. So the bottom of the deck is coming to life. I do feel like you're working on yourself and you're bringing into your world a new you. You're coming to life, possibly within a relationship that held you in a state of stasis. Now you're being reborn, and that comes out with the death. I do feel like metamorphosis is at hand for you in some way, Taurus. You're definitely taking the steps, and this card confirms it with the butterfly here. Beautiful. There's a little butterfly down at the bottom flying. So I do feel like you've come out of your cocoon, and if you haven't, you will soon. It's going to come through taking and changing your life the way I've spoke about in this reading, the purging, the changing of people and places that no longer serve you. It's going to activate you. 9 plus 2 is 11. This is divinely guided. This is meant to be. This is the exact path you're supposed to be on. No matter how scared it makes you, take the step and trust the process. You're on the right path, okay? So much love to you. Those are your messages. Those are your messages. If you happen to like the reading, hit the like, share, and subscribe, Taurus. As well as the thumbs up below the video lets me know that you appreciate the reading that I've given here today, the content therein. Thank you for showing up and giving me your love and support. I appreciate that too. I really do. And I wish you the best with everything. Until next time, Taurus, love and light always. Namaste.